Do you remember when the internet felt alive? When you could type a question and get an answer from a real human being? Those days are gone. The internet is rotting. It is being flooded by AI-generated sludge, designed by algorithms to keep you scrolling, but giving you nothing in return. We are witnessing the death of human connection. You're not surfing the web anymore. You're swimming in a graveyard of data. And the smell is getting worse. The inversion. This phenomenon is known as the dead internet theory. But to call it a theory is a dangerous understatement that protects the people who built this prison. It is not a theory. It is a reality that has already enveloped us, and you didn't even notice the transition because it was designed to be invisible. The death of the human internet did not happen with a loud bang or a press release. It happened in silence, somewhere around 2016. A critical threshold was crossed that year, recorded in obscure cybersecurity reports, but completely ignored by the general public. For the first time in the history of the web, automated bot traffic officially eclipsed human activity. The scale tipped, the internet inverted, and it never tipped back. Before this moment, the web was a chaotic, organic mess of human beings connecting with other human beings. It was messy, it was unpredictable, but it was real. Today, that world is gone. When you log on now, you're entering a space that is primarily inhabited, monitored, and manipulated by non-human agents. Consider the public square you think you are standing in every day. It is actually a hall of mirrors. The viral tweets that dominate your feed? They are often artificially inflated by massive server farms in foreign basements to create the illusion of consensus. The angry comments that make your blood boil? They are generated by large language models specifically tuned to maximize your emotional retention and keep you typing. You are walking through a digital Potemkin village, a fake city composed of cardboard facades designed to look like a bustling metropolis. But if you push on the walls, they fall over. If you try to speak to the crowd, you realize they are all repeating the same pre-programmed lines. They are not people. They are scripts running on a loop. Why would they do this? Why fill the world with ghosts? The answer is cold and simple. Ad revenue and control. Real humans are expensive to maintain. Real humans are unpredictable. Bots are obedient. By inflating the numbers, corporations can charge billions for advertising to eyes that don't exist. Governments can manufacture public opinion overnight. The connection you crave is an illusion. You are interacting with shadows. And the most terrifying part is not that the bots are here. It is that you have been talking to them for years, and you can no longer tell the difference between a soul and a simulation. The Algorithmic Farm. To truly understand why the internet was hollowed out and replaced by ghosts, you have to look at the economic model buried beneath the screen. The answer is humiliating, but it is necessary to hear. You are not the user of this technology anymore. You are the livestock. You are the fuel that keeps the engine running. The internet was originally designed as a library, a passive archive where you could go to retrieve information and then leave. But around the time of the inversion, it was fundamentally re-architected. It was turned into a Skinner box. It became a farm. And on this farm, your attention is the only crop that matters. The longer you stay, the more they harvest. But here is the massive problem with harvesting humans. Real reality is boring. Real humans are inconsistent. We are biological creatures with limits. We take breaks. We need sleep, we get depressed, and eventually, we run out of interesting things to say. From a corporate perspective, human beings are a bottleneck. We are inefficient generators of content. This is where the dead internet becomes not just a theory, but a financial necessity. To keep you scrolling for 8 hours a day, the system cannot rely on organic, human-made content anymore. It is too slow, it is too dull. The system needs hyper-reality. It needs content that is brighter, louder, faster, and more stimulating than anything a biological brain could ever produce. Enter generative artificial intelligence. Today, the algorithms do not just recommend content, they synthesize it from scratch. We are seeing the rise of artificial intelligence influencers who never age and never sleep. We are seeing artificial intelligence-generated arguments that never end, designed solely to keep you angry. We are seeing synthetic outrage that hits your dopamine receptors with mathematical precision, keeping you addicted to the conflict. They have built a synthetic world that is scientifically designed to be more interesting than your real life. It is a perfect cage, and it is working. You're staring at a screen right now, ignoring the physical world, feeding the very machine that has replaced you, the digital lobotomy. So, we have established that the internet is dead and that you are living in a digital farm. But you might be asking yourself, why does this matter? So what if I am talking to bots? The danger is not just that the internet is fake. The danger is what this fake reality is doing to your actual biological brain. We are currently witnessing a mass-scale psychological experiment, and the results are terrifying. When you interact with a dead internet, you are training your brain to accept hallucinations as truth. You're losing the ability to distinguish between a genuine human connection and a procedurally generated script. This is not just a change in habit, it is a rewiring of your neural pathways. It is called a digital lobotomy. Think about it. Your attention span has shattered. You can barely watch a movie without checking your phone. You feel a constant, low-level anxiety when you are disconnected. This is because your brain has adapted to a synthetic environment that moves faster than reality ever could. You are becoming incompatible with the real world. The bots don't just waste your time, they shape your perception of reality. If an army of artificial intelligence agents floods your feed with a specific political opinion, your brain unconsciously accepts it as the majority view. You are being gaslit on an industrial scale. You are slowly forgetting what it means to be human. You are forgetting the awkwardness, the silence, and the friction of real life. Instead, you are trading your soul for a smooth, frictionless loop of dopamine provided by machines that do not care if you live or die. The internet is dead, and if you are not careful, it will take you with it. The analog resistance. The question remains, how do you escape a prison that you cannot see? How do you survive in a dead internet? The answer is not to fight the bots. You cannot beat an army of artificial intelligence agents that can generate 1 million comments per second. The only winning move is not to play their game. You must become part of the analog resistance. This means realizing that the screen is not the world. The screen is a map, and the map is no longer accurate. The things you see online, the panic, the trends, the outrage, they are mostly hallucinations generated by a machine to keep you docile. Step 1 is to starve the beast. Stop engaging with content that triggers your anger. Every time you leave a comment on a post that upsets you, you're training the algorithm to show you more of it. You are feeding the very demon that is eating your time. Step 2 is to return to the physical realm. The dead internet cannot replicate the feeling of cold wind on your face, the weight of iron in the gym, or the awkward, messy complexity of a real conversation with a human being. These are things that artificial intelligence cannot simulate. Reality is the only place where the bots cannot follow you. You need to reclaim your ability to be bored. Boredom is not a defect. It is the soil from which creativity grows. When you kill your boredom with cheap digital dopamine, you are killing your potential. So, here is my challenge to you. Turn it off. Not forever, but for long enough to remember who you are without the noise. Go outside. Look at the sky, not the simulation of the sky. Reconnect with the people around you, not the ghosts in the machine. The internet may be dead, but you are still alive. Do not let them turn you into a zombie. Wake up. If you are ready to unplug and reclaim your mind, Leave a comment below saying, "I am awake, so I know who the real humans are." Disconnect to reconnect.